Okay, Carol, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of these properties that you've done and just make sure that we're on the same page as far as how we're evaluating them. I think the training that I put together has really kind of just narrowed it down to some pretty basic steps that I'm looking for. And then once you kind of get once I feel that you have a really good grasp on those basic steps, then we can start adding on from there. But so far, from what I've looked at a few of these, and I think that you're on track. But let's just go through a few of these and figure out what's going on here. So the first one is this Brentwood. So let's go ahead and find that one. So the total square foot is 2,400, so roughly 2,500 square foot. So that's Wadsworth and Chatfield. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a power search. I'm basically doing the same things that you're doing, just except that I'm not looking at farming each neighborhood. I'm just looking at the properties that you've actually come up with. So active, under contract, sold, 4 months. Go ahead and add in our total square foot column. Total square foot. And what do we say? 2,500. So 24, 20. So basically 2,400. So 22 to 26, roughly. If you go 21 to 27, that's fine too. You're just trying to get a range. And so we've got on our high solds, I go ahead and get rid of that 294. So we're going to go 290, 270, 270. So I'd go ahead and just do that 270, 280, 290 in your offer calculator. Sorry, I had all this pulled up earlier, but I got sidetracked with some other stuff. So I have to pull it back up. So what did I say? 270, 280. No. Yeah, 290. Okay. 280 and 290. Okay. So we got around 160, 170. So let's see what you offered. And this was on Brentwood. So on Brentwood, you offered 130. I came up around 160, 170. I think there was something structurally going on at this one. Structural repairs needed. So I'm guessing you made the adjustment on this one. If it has structural decreased by 40, so maybe you came up with 170 and decreased by 40,000, and that's where you came up with that 130. So if that's the case, yeah, I'm fine with that. So let's move on to the next one. That's about what I'd offer for that property. So going back to another property. So this one is Elmhurst. Total square foot about 2,400 again. So I'm going to do a power search of Wadsworth and Chatfield. Total square foot. And we're going to do 2,200 to 2,600 again. And there we go. So I did find a few on here that we weren't on the same page. Maybe we'll run across that here. So I'm coming up with 230 to 245, somewhere around there. So 230, 240, 250, about 140, and Elmhurst 140. Okay, so far so good. Kind of getting lost here. Just want to double check. So yeah, we're at 140, 130. Yeah, okay. So far so good. And I apologize if I see like I'm getting, if I'm really kind of on you about this. I just want to make sure that when I log in, almost every one of these properties, I can do the exact same thing you're doing and get the exact same value. And until we get to that point, which I think we're getting there, because most of these properties I was finding were there. But once in a while, I see something that's off. Let's see if I can find one. So we got Mead and Radcliffe. Mead is 2200. Radcliffe is 2000. So pretty close. Let's see what you come up there. So Federal. Federal and Bellevue area. And then our total square foot. I'm just going to widen the range a little bit just to try to speed this up. So we came up with 1800 to 2400. Is that what we had? 22, so yeah, that's good enough. So, the 240s to 220 mark. So 130s. And let's see what you came up with here. Radcliffe and Mead. So 145, 145. A little higher than what I was coming up with. I'm trying to figure out property area view is below, it's above. I see what you did. Okay. Well, so far so good. I mean, you're doing exactly what you're actually probably doing a better job than I have been. So yeah, so on the first look on those look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this video, and then I'm gonna see if I can find one that I can disagree with you on, and to see if we're missing something or not. So that's it on this one.